Hi. Okay. Now, I'm going to reiterate a very important point of what I just said at the very end of my last video. Keep in mind, I am not a doctor. I am not a practicing clinical psychologist, okay? I'm just a degree holder. So, if you are experiencing these physical symptoms, the first thing you should probably do, if you are capable of driving, is go to a hospital. I'm serious. If you are under some form of attack, the best place to go is probably a hospital. I would not want you to be isolated, crazy made, and something horrible happen, because it's like, well, I'm not, and then this, then the other thing. Okay, so please go to a hospital. Let me say that first. Now, in my personal case, I need to go ahead and say, well, it's still kind of iffy. I don't know. I've been dealing with this for years. So here are some of the reasons why I believe that this is not any form of a mental illness or anything like that. When I talk about dealing with the voices, these are the reasons why I believe it's not a schizophrenic voice. Schizophrenic voices often present as, say, some form of deity. They demand behaviors, things like that. They want you to engage in a complex series of this and that to calm down your anxiety. All this is fairly nonsensical. Well, these voices that have come around, what they have done, or these stalkers is what I should say, actually, have come around and they have impersonated my bosses. They've said that they were my boss and I have messed up so bad at work that I just shouldn't show up for work the next day. Other things that they do is slandering me and sexually harassing me, which is like calling me names, calling me the B word, saying that I'm disgusting, that I should kill myself, things like that, to, like I say, other bad stuff, hurt myself. There's been people who have actively claimed to be a drone pilot and have demanded that I hurt myself to make them stop attacking me. So it's a very scary situation. They've claimed that they are out there to ruin my life, that they are out there in the community convincing people in the community that I'm some form of an escort or a prostitute, or that I am somehow on some kind of hard drug and nobody will believe me. These stalkers / voices have claimed to have stolen my pictures from Facebook and put them on escort sites, and there's nothing I can do about that whatsoever. That they're actively stalking me through Facebook and trying to pimp me through Facebook messaging, when they've openly claimed to be some form of a drone pimp. I'm sorry, don't show this video to any child. That they've used the drones to, one, prevent me from sleeping in my own home, to force me outside of my house. They have asked me to follow the drones in the sky to the nearest street, and that an undercover police officer is going to pick me up in an unmarked vehicle. So that clearly to me is some form of attempted re-trafficking or human trafficking there. They also have engaged in a form of domestic servitude brainwashing, which is saying that they can somehow see into my house using these drones, and that they do things like they demand that I do laundry, or that I mop the floor, or that I go do yard work, and they will forcefully wake me up with these drones and that demand my labor. When you talk about personal servitude, that is slavery. They claim to be drone slavers that demand things like women take their clothes off or take showers for the drones to watch and get footage of. They engage in intentional exhaustion, and in addition to the sleep deprivation, chasing a person around their house until they're exhausted. And then coming in with the horrible overt brainwashing themes. They say that any work that I do is for the drone pilots, that I work for them now. Any money that I make is really for them, things like that, and that my house is no longer my own. So that is a form of slavery. Like I say, even though I intend on getting up and doing my job at such a time, they will keep me up, prevent me from taking any kind of naps or rest during the day. That's been going on for about 3 years. And then they follow me out to my place of work, and they chase me around my place of work, harassing me, sexually harassing me, calling me names, and telling me to hurt myself all day, every day. So these are some ways I know that this is not any form of a mental illness, because it's too personal. There are people that have claimed to be people that are responsible for it. So I'm out of time on this one, so there's that.